Hello, hello, this is Paper Cuts Included coming to you live from the Ninja Turtle sleeping blanket, and that's how I know it's legit. Today we are going to be looking at, or I guess not looking at anything. This is going to be a pickup video. If this is your first ever Paper Cuts Included video, we are a comic book YouTube channel dedicated to talking about what we love. That's comic books. We talk about comic books, comic book art, art in general, artists, and this channel is ran by me and two other working artists. We look at art, or we look at comic books under a technical aspect. What I mean by that is, yes, we will talk about stories, but we are more concerned about talking about the art in the comic book, or the artist, or how the artist did this or did that, what works, what doesn't, what we would do as artists. The channel is more about that than me talking about the direct story in American Flag. If you want channels like that, I would recommend channels like Comic Tropes, where it does a really good mix of the technical aspect and the storytelling aspect. And to prove I'm a working artist, I'll show off a piece I'm working on right now. It is a print. I am a printmaker by trade. I've always liked printmaking. I do it more than actually comic book making, but I do comic book related prints. This is Neutralizer. He is a 2012 Ninja Turtle character. I am working maybe do a little mini series of Ninja Turtle prints. I'm going to be doing Neutralizer. I'm working on a Rat King right now, and I'm probably going to do a Triceraton after that. So stay in tune. In a previous video, I said if this print turns out really good, maybe I'll raffle one off to a subscriber if that's something we'd be interested in. Do a sort of, maybe even mess with a live stream or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. But that stuff I would like to do eventually is raffle off some artwork, to some good old fans. But today is going to be a pickup video. And if you don't know what those are, that is about what books did I buy lately. All these books I bought today, actually. This is going to be part one of a big haul. Part two will probably be sometime next week. Just how the schedule works. So, this will be, I think all of these were from, we went to two comic book stores, and all this was from one of them, which is pretty good. They had a really good $1 bin section and a really good priced section. I'd say if, only half of the store was a comic book store and the other half was a gaming, like Warhammer, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic was really big there, and it's only the second time I've ever been there, and it was pretty good. I will definitely go back and check it out. But we're going to start off with a random issue of American Flag. I've been piecing together American Flag for a couple months now, issue here, issue there. I'm going to try to get the first 12 before I do a deep dive into them. This is going to be one I do with one of our co-hosts. He loves this series. He's the reason I'm actually getting into it. Howard Chaykin's an interesting artist. He draws himself. That's what Chaykin, I guess, thinks he looks like. So, I've been piecing it together issue by issue. I don't know how many I'm up to now. Less than 20 for sure, or maybe right at 20. But, gotta start somewhere. It's an interesting story. It sounds like something I'd like cyberpunky, meets hard-boiled, and I like stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. So I guess I'll flip through it a little bit just to look at it. It's got interesting art. It's no, hard-boiled, but it'll serve its purpose, it's probably a solid read. I don't know yet. Chaykin's, I'd say, to sum up Chaykin, he's a solid artist. He's not going to blow your mind, but he's never not going to, he's always going to perform. That sounds a little weird saying. I like his, I like his artwork, but it's not on priority. His artwork's on the burner for me. Like, if I had to choose between this or some Jeff Darrow was going to win every time. Which I guess it's been a while since we looked at Jeff Darrow artwork. Yeah, I guess it has. We need to change that. Does he not have legs? We'll really have to look at this book further. but no, I've, very interested on how this series is. Like I said, one of my co-hosts got me onto it, and I always like to buy First Comics because First Comics is a pretty cool company. I like them a lot. So there's that one. Next, we're going to be looking at this series. I've almost pieced together the whole series in like half a month, which I just find it really funny. It's only a 6-issue series, and I'm up to 5 issues of it, and it is 1963, an Image book done by Alan Moore, Bissett, and Veitch. And, oh, I didn't know. Huh. Inks are by John Totleben. That's cool. Huh. But no, these are some pretty interesting books. They are based on the kind of gimmick of 1963 books, some themes you would probably get from them. Each issue is self-contained. I wonder if they inspired Red Room any, the Ed Piskor book, them being so self-contained and kind of off the walls. That'd be something I need to see if he's ever on record saying. It's only 6 issues. It's the series that made Alan Moore flip out on Bissett and maybe Veitch. I don't know if him and Veitch both got the short end, but Moore will never talk to at least Bissett again for something that happened. And this book was during that. I don't know if it was because of the book or if it was, just other things. But I know while working on it, Bissett called Moore, if I'm remembering the story right. And Moore called Bissett and told him he'd be quick. I'm never going to talk to you again. Don't talk to me. We're through. So, this come out in 93. Yep. Yep. That's cool how the license plate is 63 to 93. I like that. That's cool. But no, each issue self-contained, and it has that really cool, like 1963 vibe with some good humor. I like it. I can't wait to do some looks at them. That'll be a fun couple weeks. Maybe we'll do 2 issues at a time. But I like it. The art's good. It's a good way to get artists you like. Get some Veitch art, get some Bissett art, now some Totleben art. This might be the first ever Totleben book I have. And it's got funny ads in it too. U.S. government supplies, all the stuff you could bid. It's just cool. And like I said, I only need 1 more issue to have the complete run. And I forget which one that is. I need to check. So I just like that. Now I think it's funny that, a month ago I didn't have any, and now I have almost all of them. And that's probably the quickest turnaround for me in a series, And I've got all of them besides this one for $1. This one was actually from the second place we went, and his back issues apparently were $5 each, which none of them were priced. I thought it'd be like $1, like the rest of the ones I found, but no, this was $5. And it was kind of too late to put it back. Also, the guy we bought this from looked like he was in the middle of a mental breakdown. So, gonna give him some money, Like I said, I can't wait to look at these more so, review them on this channel. I came to know him from a Bissett interview he did where he talked about them. So, 1 more issue to go. And then we'll look at them. But who knows? I'm going on my 1-year anniversary with my wife pretty soon to Corpus Christi. So maybe there's a comic book store there that'll have that missing issue. Probably not, but that'd be cool to knock off the list while I'm there. That's cool. And then Soil Monkeys. That's a cool ad. Oh. I wonder who came up with the ads. Who... the ads are my favorite part of these books so far. I just want to see who made them all, Alright, what else did I get? What else? I was able to get my favorite book in this particular series. It's probably my favorite by quite a few things. I like it a lot. That being Animal Man number 5, The Coyote Gospel. It is my favorite book in Morrison's Animal Man run. I don't know, it's just one that'll always stick to me. The first 5 issues are probably, I don't know, Animal Man, it's good, but it drops off some points, but like the beginning and the end are really good comics. The middle's okay. But no, let's look at her. But no, it's a great story. This will be a whole episode on its own, so I guess I won't look at it too much and spoil it a whole lot more. I guess I'll just stick to this page, The Great Coyote Gospel. It's great. I love it. Oh, John Costanza lettered this. I didn't know. John Costanza's done a lot of stuff. Man, I don't know. It's a good DC book. It's one of the few DC books I've read from start to finish. Well, the run. I haven't read the whole series. I doubt I'll read the whole series because I think this volume's 99 issues. But even if you don't like Animal Man or have no intention of reading it, read The Coyote Gospel. It's a fun read, and it's quick. It's one issue. I like it a lot. I think all comic fans should read it. It's not going to break the mold on comics, but it's fun. And it's a fun book to own. And it's going to be cheap. Like, this was a $3 book, and I was willing to pay that. That's why I think all Animal Man should be, I don't know. I guess I'm a little salty. I went to a place last week where they were selling them for $4 each. I was like, no. And I guess it doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but I don't know. 3 just sounds like a magic number to me. I guess I'll flip through a little bit more. But I like it a whole lot. It's solid artwork like Chaykin. It's not going to break the mold. The story's interesting. It's especially in this issue. I like it a whole lot. It's Looney Tunes, if I had to sum it up. It's pretty serious Looney Tunes artwork. I'm just going to flip through it fast. Like I said, we're going to do a whole video on it. But I like it all. I like it a lot. That looks cool. Huh. But no, there is that issue of Animal Man. And this is look like it's going to be a shorter video than normal. Huh. There's that issue. Next we got one of the ones I was more stoked. I was stoked about getting all of it, but I smiled when I found this. This is Dark Horse Presents number 56, which I found this in the dollar bin, and usually it's like a $5 to maybe even $8 book. So to find it for $1 felt really good. The only reason it's pricey is it's a Sin City book. It's got Sin City, the Hard Goodbye in it, or is it Damn to Kill For? I think it's Hard Goodbye. But no, and that's the only reason it's pricey is for the Sin City aspect. And I think this is only the second or third Sin City one I have, because I'm not paying $10 for a Dark Horse Presents book. Those are like dollar books. I collect them because they're fun, and also I like collecting dollar books. So when I see some for $10, I'm not gonna pick them up. Like there's not too many pricey ones. Like the Sin City ones are pricey, and what is the first Predator in comics? I don't know. I know number 1's probably like maybe a $10 book too, the first DHP. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of ranting. This video's kind of turning me into ranting. It's got solid artwork all throughout it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably never gonna read 99% of them. I just buy them because I like them. It's one series I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta read all of DHP, but it's got good stuff in it. I have the Mobius. I think I have almost the whole Mobius ones. I think there's one Mobius story missing. I'm missing a lot of the Sin City ones, like I said, so I'm going to track those down. Of course, I'm going to read the Concretes in a lot of them, especially the early ones. The first Mask is in a DHP, and that one's a pricey one, because I saw that on eBay the other day, and I was like, why is this one randomly like 20 bucks or something like that, or maybe it was like 30. But yeah, and you know, you can get some really good Darrow story, or not Darrow covers, Magnola covers. You know, the Wolves of St. Augustine's are in some DHPs. Monkey Man and O'Brien is in some DHPs. So DHP has some good meat on that bone, but there's also a lot of bone, you know. So you have to pick and choose. But like I said, it's usually cheap when you find it. Like a good comic book store is usually gonna have it in its, you know, cheaper bins. I don't want to say 50-cent bins because I don't think those exist anymore. I don't remember last time I found a 50-cent bin at a store. Oh no, the pages are sticking. Oh no. But no, trying to get to that Sin City story because that's probably one of the few Sin City stories I can show on YouTube. Yeah, I'm a little afraid of what I can show sometimes on this channel. I'm not gonna lie. We probably won't look at a whole lot of Sin City as much as I love it. I just don't know how YouTube would feel about that, you know, especially stuff like the Yellow Bastard, you know, but I love it. So I don't know, can I get away with that? I have to make those like exclusive videos, like Patreons, not to, you know, put those behind a paywall, but I don't know, we'll workshop those ideas. But I know I'm putting like the written reviews of those in a zine me and my co-host are working on, so you can see those too. But no, is this? Now we're at the Sin City part. Sin City episode 7. You know, Marv's first date, if you will. And Sin City is one of my favorite comics of all. It's probably in my top 5. It totally changed how I saw comics. And this happened less than a year ago. You know, it like opened a door in my head like, oh my god, I want to make books like that. I want to make black and white books. So I study it. I love it. It's, you know, best noir story ever. You know, it's my favorite Frank Miller ever is Sin City. I know people are going to be like, it's not Dark Knight. No, it's Sin City. You know, the Yellow Bastards, probably one of my favorite comics of all time. You know, granted, it does get a little weird. You know, but I love Sin City. Now, and I'm not saying everyone should read it, because a lot of people are going to be turned away from it. And it is not a, you know, Frank Miller is not an all-age comic person like Jeff Smith or Mike Allred is. He is a mature audience. And, you know, but he is an amazing artist. You know, it's just, you know, just look. He's a great letterer, too. He does amazing artwork. I've, you know, tried to break down his art, and it's hard. Like trying to draw Marv in the rain. Can't figure out how he does it sometimes, and it's just great. You know, just the lettering with the street, like it getting, you know, the further away it gets bigger, and I think that works really well. You know, and playing up Marv's a big guy, but having Marv almost bigger than the car itself, you know, it just works. He's a genius. Which I guess it's proven because I'm going to be seeing a movie called American Genius of Frank Miller pretty soon. So we'll have to do a double header one day for episodes where I do a little mini review on what I learned from that movie. But no, it's just good. I love the lettering. I love the artwork. If you want to learn how to do a black and white book, you have to look at Sin City. You know, it'll change how you look at comics. It did for me. And the movie's really good too. You know, I gotta read 300 now. I know, right? I haven't read 300. I hadn't seen the movie either. So, you know, I'm not a poser who's like, the movie's so good. I did watch it. I think it was the first movie my parents ever got on Redbox. If you know what Redbox is. That thing's a dying thing, too. But no, this is just, you know, solid. Like, Sin City's just amazing. And I could talk about it all day. And I wish I could, but like I said, I don't know how much Sin City I can probably actually show on YouTube without YouTube, you know, probably getting mad at me. Because it's got a whole lot of nudity in it, a whole lot of, you know, suggestive themes that I wish I could show, or not because of those, but just the story, the art. Maybe if I just say it's art, I don't know. Now I'm just ranting in this video. but I do want to show Sin City and show how, like, the art, because, you know, I do look at art on a technical aspect, and I want to share, you know, how Frank makes it work. Like, the lettering's probably a big part of how he makes it work. You know, him doing silhouette drawings, you know, drawing the whole figure, then blacking it out, you know. That's a big part of it. Figuring out how to do these backgrounds. The Art of Sin City is a book I need to buy, but it's a little, usually it's a little pricey, you know. But it's stuff like that we're going to have to find. What an amazing 3 panels, especially this one. Like, talking about how Frank does that and how does it work? Why does it work? You know, just talking about stuff like that is why I want to talk about Sin City, but I don't want to get the channel in trouble. So if any of you are YouTube savvy and kind of know the rules of YouTube, or, you know, what's okay, what's not okay, comment down below, because I'd love to know what I can talk about. Because to me, I feel like if it's nudity, YouTube's not going to like it. Or, you know, like really raunchy stuff like Sin City. I don't want to, you know, get in trouble. You know, I'm not the do it and ask for permission when it comes to this, because I'm having a lot of fun with this and I don't want to lose it already, you know. So if anyone knows, I am interested in this creep story. It sounds pretty cool. The Ugliest Private Eye. I'm curious to see how it is. So I'll probably read that and get back to you on that community post. I keep saying community posts, but I never do them. I need to. Alien? Oh, the alien. Is there 2 alien stories in this book? I guess there is. You seeing what was coming out in next month? Mass number 4, Concrete number 4. Cool. Like I said, this was probably one of my, I lit up when I found this, because like I said, it's usually like a $5 to $8 book, and I found it for $1. So it's very nice. It was very nice to find it, and it's gonna look very nice in my Frank Miller collection. And then the last thing I bought, and the most expensive thing at this first store I went to, was a Barry Windsor Smith Conan in the magazine format. And this is not Red Nails. It would be great if it was Red Nails. The Red Nails is the best, but it's still great early Barry Windsor Smith artwork. And Barry Windsor Smith artwork is always fun to look at. I am just, you know, we early on this channel we talked about Barry Windsor Smith. That, and it's one of our best ever performing videos, is a pickup video just on Barry Windsor Smith. So, you know, I like talking about him. I think he's a great artist. It's also great because you can get the 9 issues he did in this and really see some growth as an artist. Not really. You do see growth as an artist. You see him, you know, just get better immensely, and it's fun to look at. And, you know, I need to buy those later issues so we can do comparisons, because those will probably be long videos, but awesome videos to do. But it, you know, his artwork's really good, you know. And I guess if I thought of it, I should have got my Weapon X trade to compare his art. Barry Windsor Smith is a great artist. He's done some great works. He's worked on Conan, Weapon X, Machine Man. He's done a lot of, he's been around the bush a lot of times. You know, sometimes he's just done pencils, sometimes he's just done layout, sometimes he's just done colors, but he's done a whole lot for Marvel. There's no shame in that, you know, gotta pay the bills somehow. And these magazines are fun to buy because usually they're expensive, but not too expensive. You know, they're gonna be 10 or less, and then you get to, you know, get 3 Barry Windsor Smith issues. They're compilations, so they're fun to get, you know. And the artwork's fun and great. And like I said, it's fun to see him grow as an artist. You know, like I can probably pick up the 2 I found last time I found Barry Windsor Smith artwork, and we could compare the art, which I will probably do now that I'm saying that. Maybe that'll be a video next week, is we look at the 3 issues I have and see the growth. Because I'm trying to come up with some new video ideas. I'm not running low, but I don't know. I got 1,500 books, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about still. But sometimes I wonder, when do I need to talk about stuff? Like, I feel like I gotta hold off on Dark Knight until like 100th episode, or 100th subscriber, or I always feel intimidated about talking about Magnolia because I never feel like I can talk about him right. But no, this is all the pickups I got in this first part. These pickup videos are not really me dissecting them a whole lot. It's more me talking about what I bought, Maybe I should change that. Maybe it should be more in-depth looks sometimes. But I don't know. A sword called Stormbringer. But no, I can't wait to find the Red Nails issues, because those are my favorite Conan books of all time, and it's the best Barry Windsor-Smith artwork for Conan. Maybe in all of BW, I don't know, Weapon X might argue about that. Does Weapon X have an art edition? That'd be great to look at too. I bet it does. That's such a big story not to. But no, BWS, a thing you'll notice is can you even see that? Yeah. Like, his cities kind of bare and not as detailed, or barely detailed in these early issues, but in Red Nails, he does amazing city scenes, and like, he won't do these blackout panels. There'll be some character. There'll be, more bone development in the characters, more detail in the faces, it'll just, you can tell he's improving as an artist, and it's starting to show in the later issues. So if that's something you're into, like seeing artist growth, this is a good series to get to, and to think that books like these inspired Cerebus, which is cool. Or, this armor, it won't have those like really bold, line work. It'll have much finer and more metallic looking. Or the horse will be so much better looking instead of just a mean horse. That does look like the horse Cerebus rides on in his first ever issues. Conan will look more rugged. He won't be as clean faced. Like, Barry Windsor-Smith, like I said, just grows, and he grows a lot in learning how to draw the figure and learning how to sell the figure. Really well done, and storytelling too. He does a lot better in learning how to do. So that's something that, if, like I said, if you're interested in looking at that kind of stuff, this is a great series to do it. And it's only 9 issues if you do the magazines. I think if you're doing the singles, it's like 27 issues. But 9 collected issues of the magazines, usually cheaper. Like, you'll probably, if you're lucky, find all of them for like maybe $80. Or, on the high end, probably 100. Like, I don't think I've spent more than 10 on any of the issues. Like, this one was 8. But I'm not gonna buy it. Like, this was a for sure. I put back 8 $1 books I found to get this, because I only wanted to spend $20. And I almost achieved that. I spent 24. I was okay because I had 24 in cash, so I didn't have to use my card. But that's the pickups. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. It really helps us out. If you found something you liked, like, comment, subscribe. That really helps us out. We are at 32 subscribers right now. Our summer goal is 40, so I want to try to get to 40 by the end of June. That's my mini goal. My summer goal is 40, but if I can get there before June's over, that'll be an extra check mark. And we'll do something for it. We'll do like a live stream. Maybe that's what we'll do the live stream for. A little art giveaway. Who knows? If that's something you're interested in, comment down below. If there's something you liked in it that I should have talked about more, or just anything. I really like talking to you guys. I respond to every comment, so never feel afraid to comment. I really want this to be a really friendly community, a really helpful community, because it's just a nerd talking about comic books. So why we gotta be mean, But, yep, those are my pickups. Part 2 which is a lot of all red actually, and some trades, and an unfortunate purchase, which we'll talk about, like I said, probably next week. By the way, I'm scheduling these. But, without further ado, I guess I'll send you on some marching orders, and then I'm out of here. Make more art.